Hello Streetwear 365 community. On today's brand breakdown, we will be looking at the brand Ride Clothing. Let's have a look at their Instagram page. The first thing I see here is inspired by home to take us anywhere. One thing to keep in mind about all of these brands that I'm sharing is that they are in fact clothing brands that are selling the something beyond the brand. That's always what I'm looking for when I'm doing these brand breakdowns, because that is what wins. And so this here is the idea that they're selling, the idea of home and taking us anywhere. And the first thing on their Instagram page I wanted to show you is this post here. And so this is where they're interviewing a what would you call her? She's a travel influencer, and she's made this van build where she's basically made a home in a van by putting a bed in it and a kitchenette and those sorts of things. And she travels around Australia, I believe, with her partner, and they go on all sorts of great adventures. And so in this video, she's sharing about some of the stories living the van life, as I believe it's called. And so this is really cool because in this case, it has nothing to do with the clothing. It's just about this idea of traveling and challenges and finding joy. And so this is really where they get to share their brand lifestyle. And this isn't a one-off. If we have a look at other posts that they've made, this is a similar kind of video here. Here's the question that they're asking her: where's your favorite place to explore? And so the reason that they're doing this is because they're attracting a very particular kind of customer that's going to be hooked emotionally to their brand, and that is so very powerful. And the other thing is, when you so specifically define the lifestyle behind your brand, like Ride Clothing has, you're able to create videos and content that have another level of value. And the value is in storytelling and entertainment and education and inspiration. You can only do that if you define your brand's niche community so very specifically. In this case, we're looking at a community of travelers, people that like stepping outside the comfort zone, people that are looking for their home away from home. So that's really cool stuff. And they do this all the time. Like, look at this. Ride, inspired by the community that built it. Post. Like, yes, has someone wearing clothes in it, duh. And it has nothing to do with the clothing. Right? This is basically they are a mood board for travel at this point. Look at this. Look, okay, this is a fantastic example. I get the question a lot when I'm working with people on creating content about their brand lifestyle. How do I create content if I'm not able to capture it myself? This question comes up a lot. Here's the thing. You can crowdsource your content creation, and that's what they've done with this post here. So first of all, they've defined their brand lifestyle being traveling, right? That's the lifestyle. If you're wearing the brand, you're a traveler, and that's who it appeals to. Then they decide, okay, how do we provide value to travelers to attract their eyes? Well, by posting travel content. Let's create stories about people who are traveling. Let's create a mood board for travel and destinations that you might want to go. And if you can't create it yourself, simply you reach out to the people that can and you repost their work. Have a look. This person is maybe a landscape photographer, has been to some amazing places around the world, and simply you can go to these people, like, I mean, it doesn't have to be a photographer, but someone who's creating content in your niche, and say, hey, I've got a platform sharing messages similar to the ones you're sharing, and I'm really wanting to bring a community together of people doing it like you are. Can I repost your thing and give you a tag? I think our communities, both of our audiences are quite aligned. You can do this, and that is free content. If you ever don't have anything to post, you find someone who does, and you simply ask them to do it. And look, beautiful shot. It's like a really great idea. The last thing I wanted to show you about this account before I sign off, not this, on their website. Now this is amazing. So have a look at this. So this is their website. You know, it looks like a pretty normal clothing brand site. Okay, so of course they've got the shop, the brand. So this is where you find out more about the brand, about the story. Look at the order. This is very important. About Ride. So that's about their brand. Inspired by home. That's their brand message, their mission. The founder. So who created it? Ride Design. This is the product, and collaborations. The other people that are involved in the product. What I want you to notice about this is the order of stories that they're sharing here. First, they prioritize the brand, then the product. First is about Ride, inspired by home and the founder, right? It's about the brand message and the people behind it, and then it's about the product. The reason they do that is because people buy the brand before they buy the product. So that is so very powerful. And to have a whole page on your website just dedicated to talking about your brand message is one of the best things you can do. Because if I'm a shopper who is inspired by a message, your message, then I'm going to be so much more attached to your brand by reading about it and knowing that that's what you're doing through your brand and through your clothing. And at the end of the day, it's going to influence me to buy your product. So this is Ride Clothing. They're absolutely killing it in the marketing game through posting content that goes beyond their product. Yes, they're a clothing brand, and no, they're not posting content about their clothing product, at least not all the time. So let this inspire you for how you can maybe post something of value for your audience that goes beyond your garments today. If you would like me to review a particular brand that you have in mind, please leave a comment in the description, sorry, not in the description, but leave a comment in the section below and leave the Instagram handle, the Instagram tag of that brand, and I'd love to check them out. If you don't have anything come to mind, if you're totally blank, simply leave your own brand and I'd be happy to review it and give some feedback on it. Maybe some ways that you can improve your brand page and your content marketing. But do keep in mind, it is a tough love teardown. So it's great if you're ready and wanting to improve. If you're not ready for some critical feedback, then maybe don't leave it. But I'll leave that up to you. Okay, thanks very much for watching this brand breakdown, and I'll see you tomorrow for another.